The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ryan Shazier able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Newton. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Newton. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw over the middle taken in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready? Block 80!
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Check 16.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Show it. Undercross. 8. Check the backer. Great.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis fighting him off. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys continue to pour it off. But he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9, Newton going deep downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a run with Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is Geis. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, watch it, watch it.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
8. Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, he's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Slam. Check. Gun. 20. Short.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Watch twist. 20.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Safety's creeping. Hey, check. Mike 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
After the sack on first down, Newton. Room to run inside the 40. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Great.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sam Hubbard His second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
So Mike's number one. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On fourth down, Newton. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try and get it with Geis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. One last throw here for Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the